Are you sitting against your bed? Is that your bed?
Yeah, no, bro. I'm in a chalet. I left my family downstairs. I came up for a little while. I snuck away, man. So this is
you in a chalet?
No.
Wow.
I was at my two-seats, but let me keep my comments to myself.
Chalets, it's a fancy chalet. So,
no space for no space for a pillow there.
No, but it's a backrest, though. It's a backrest.
Lejean was actually at a show in Durban. Lejean, I wanted to ask you a question. Yeah?
I wanted to check. Dilon, do you remember I was in the elevator with you, bro? I don't know if you remember me in the floor. You were back up in the elevator. Yeah, man.
In the elevator on the way to the show with me. Yeah, right again.
Yeah. No, I like it.
It's like being in the taxi. We were in the taxi when we arrived here.
I want you to pass the face to the front for me. Okay, I'll pass to the front.
Yeah. You say this our discussion is doing your head. Then you can also contribute here. Lejean, what is your issue with VAR?
But bro, it's the inconsistencies of the whole thing. If you remember with the Liverpool-Everton game, that head, I think it was Mane is that sleeve, bro. The man's the hem of his sleeve was poking offside, and that was disregarded. Then there was a recent game. I can't even remember what it was.
It was the Brighton game. The Brighton game.
Similar situation. That was recorded also. I'm like, what the hell? You know, I don't mind VAR. I don't mind it. If it can be clear, right? This is off. That's not. And then it's branded for every game. 100%, I'll accept it. If it's consistent with every game, I'll accept it. But the inconsistency is messing me up, bro. Big time.
What do you say, Dilon? Do you have an issue with VAR? Is it inconsistent?
I feel like with VAR, I personally don't have an issue with VAR. It's done wonders for my team.
It's Champions League, my boy.
It's brought back into the game. That's what it has done.
SMS.
Because with VAR, is quite inconsistent with, especially like you said, with Mane and Salah. But I still feel like the ref must go and check the club and make the decision for himself. Why can't at every
opportunity,
every opportunity, I think the referee should still go check and make the decision for himself. I feel like that's also one of the reasons. I feel like the referee should.
But you know, if the referee doesn't do that, you can always just say, "Oh, I didn't make the call. They saw. They made the call." Okay, let's just say this, Lejean. Quickly, this guy is Wayne and Wesley are saying, sad that every week we discuss terrible VAR officiating, but nothing is being done. So, Lejean, what do you want to happen with VAR? Because VAR was brought in because you've had some ridiculous decisions over the years in football. It was brought in to fix it. What do you think? Like, I don't say they must be consistent. That's not an answer. I want the answer of what you actually think.
Okay, for me, this is what I want. I want VAR to be an added to the referee. If the referee in the game decides something, alright? If he decides something and he makes a decision on the game, alright, let it be. But if it's something that you go back and you see like a handball or something, if it comes like a handball, and the referee deems it not to be a handball, but if you can VAR can check it and then you see it was a handball, give it. But if a referee makes a decision,
that's what happens.
No,
not every time. Not every time.
Check the thing,
Yes. The thing is, the referee will attack case in point, a challenge, a bad challenge. The referee, or just a challenge, the referee deems it not to be a bad challenge. The game carries on, VAR whispers in his ear, no, go back and look at that thing. Bro, come on. It's part of the game. If a ref deems it not to be a challenge, you can see it, let the game carry on. You know what I mean? There's certain decisions, we're taking refereeing away from the referee with VAR.
Do you guys feel that? Do you feel like taking referees away from the referees for their...
I think they're not using it to their full potential because, like LeJohn is saying, and I agree with him, because if they're looking at a decision, okay, fine, whether they call offside, and especially if it leads to a goal, right? If there was a foul or something, then they should go back and say, okay, fine, let's go and check this thing out. But the refs are not buying to this, and I agree with Dilon as well, because they're not going to the sideline, because they got the monitors there to see, hey, listen, let's look at this thing for ourselves and make a decision. You know what, hey, I call a foul, and when we look at the replay and the VAR, hey, okay, this wasn't even touched, he fell on his own accord. Then they can say, you know what, hey, change it, it's not a wasn't. Then they're using VAR to the right, to the best of its ability. 100% it is inconsistent, but, and then they must, see, this is why they're there. They are there to make the decisions, to make sure the game flows or whatever the case may be. But they're not taking this thing stance and they're not saying, okay, listen here, check here, we hit a flop, or we didn't see this. The same thing when they call it the penalty for Firmino, Fabinho. It was called, Robertson. The
Robertson.
And the game was long gone, and then they call it back in the Chile. Okay, but penalty. No one called. Robin didn't even say, check here, it's a penalty or a penalty. He went down afterwards like, hey, you know what, I should realize I'm in the box. Hey, let me fall down.
Let me fall.
Okay. My thing is this. Hold on, Carvin. At the end of the day, they're supposed to go back and say, check here, let me check for myself. I've got the tools. We can see. It's the same thing when they talk about the tackle when Fabinho had, when they're saying on penalty, no penalty, it was given it for us. But they keep on showing the angle from the one side, it shows it look like. But when they show it in front, it shows that he got the ball first. Why did they not showing the right angle to getting the proper things that they're supposed to be doing? This is the inconsistency that I'm talking about.
Okay, so, we don't have much time. Dilon, you're playing Leicester today. City game. What's your expectation for the match?
I'm hoping we can start off strong. Man, it doesn't start wrong. Well, last set Sunday, no, against Leeds. Against Leeds, we started off like really strong. We started off really good, and I feel like only mustn't overthink it and just play our natural game, and then we can beat them. I think we can win them 2-1. That's my plan.
2-1. LeJohn, before you go, Liverpool, West Brom. What's your thoughts?
I expect a win from that game, just purely based on our performance with the weakened squad, and we potentially could have Thiago Alcantara back in the squad. Ox and them are back. Naby is back. So I'm expecting at least, I'm optimistic, at least a 3-1. I think we might not see 1, but I'm going to 3-1. Yeah.
Okay.
At least. Yeah.
Expectations are high. Alright, so we run out of time, but it's been fun. Arsenal will beat Chelsea. You were earlier. So I think that there will be a bounce back, and I think Chelsea's going to be the team that bounce back against. I don't think it's a change in Arsenal's form. I do think the victory will be a more of a big result, but I am waiting for Arsenal against Chelsea. And I don't think it's going to be like, Arsenal's bouncing back. I think Arsenal's been a lot of trouble. And I don't think there's players in that team that are playing for the coach. Anyway, Dilon, thank you so much. Where are you off to? Looks like you're in a Uber. He's off to somewhere anyway. Thanks. LeJohn, we'll let you get back to your honeymoon.
Shot, Craigy. Shot,